Good morning, everybody. I see we've got a good portion of our folks joining us today. So we'll get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie Amato. I am the principal partner and a principal partner with Acrisure New England, managing our Connecticut and Massachusetts locations. Today, I have the pleasure of announcing our new proprietary payroll system powered by iSolved. In addition, today is our first webinar underneath our new official name, Acrisure New England. So that's exciting. Before we begin, I would like to go over a few housekeeping items. All phones have been placed on mute to reduce any background noise. We do anticipate the webinar today to be approximately 35 to 45 minutes long. We'll have plenty of time for questions. Should you have any questions, please place them in either the Q&A or chat feature located at the top or bottom of your screen. Today, our presenter is Mike Migdal from iSolved. Michael has over 20 years of experience in employee relations. He is the current director of sales for iSolved HCM and has managed the Acrisure iSolved partnership for the past 9 years. Michael has a broad experience with employee development, having spent time as a corporate trainer and auditor. Michael has turned his career focus to business consulting, specializing in human resource and payroll management, helping businesses streamline efficiencies and compliance practices within the employer and employee relationship, as well as assisting organizations with retaining profits and maximizing the potential of their most valuable assets, their team members. Michael, thank you for joining us. I'm going to turn the presentation over to you, and we'll hop back on at the end of the meeting.
Great. Thanks, Stephanie. Well, good morning, everybody. As Stephanie mentioned, my name is Michael Migdal. I am the director of sales here at iSolved. I also got a couple of my colleagues on the line. Josh Burt is our senior channel manager, helping Acrisure agencies throughout the country, as well as Ashley Hardy, who is our senior solutions consultant that specializes working with the groups one-on-one on individual demonstrations for their organizations. For today's purposes, we're going to talk a little bit about Acrisure and iSolved and how the partnership has formed together, a little bit who we are and some of the capabilities within iSolved. Implementation support, maybe a little bit of demo and some Q&A here at the end, as Stephanie had mentioned. We also have team members that will work directly with Acrisure clients in regards to all of your day-to-day business needs, including Amanda Wabierski, Lindsay Hunt, and Austin Owens, who are unable to be here today. So for those of you that are not familiar with iSolved, iSolved has been in business since 1986. We currently have almost about 170,000 clients in all 50 states. Everything that we have done from day one is driven behind compliance. So it's making sure that our clients can leverage our technology, which is proprietary to iSolved, to manage all of their day-to-day business operations from the employee-employer relationship. iSolved has been partnering with Acrisure for a little bit over 9 years now and working with the different Acrisure partners throughout the country, helping their clients evaluate payroll solutions and configure the platform to best fit their individual company's needs. Our iSolved solution, which Ashley's going to show you a couple of different screenshots here in a little bit, as I mentioned earlier, is our own proprietary technology. We like to look at it as next generation technology as well, because iSolved is a single system, single sign-on, single database for all aspects of human capital management. So it's going to have features at the very beginning for applicant tracking and recruiting, where if you have a job posting, we could take that job posting and push it out to over 4,000 job boards at no additional cost. It's going to do functionality for electronic onboarding, so allow new employees to do all their new hire paperwork online. E-Verify, WOTC, the work opportunity tax credit filings. So if you hire an employee that meets a certain demographic, there's a federal program called the Work Opportunity Tax Credits that will allow you to be eligible for up to $9,600 worth of tax credits per employee hired. We apply for those tax credits on clients' behalves. It has mission critical functionality, payroll, HRIS, time and attendance, benefits enrollment, ACA compliance, COBRA, and much more. From there, we could also build upon workforce management and adding functionality for performance management, succession planning, benchmarking, learning management, engagement, all here are under that one single system. So picture a big box with a bunch of different light switches that we can turn on and off to best fit the individual needs of our clients. We also offer a full solution of benefit services, including COBRA, FSA, HSA administration, 401k integration and carrier integration, ERISA docs, POP documents, all done right here in that same single system and single database. Now, our service model is very unique as well. We provide all of our Acrisure clients a dedicated client service rep. And as you can see over here, this is the Sapient report, where Sapient is an independent surveying company that surveys different technology platforms, whether it be in insurance or accounting or payroll, whatever it may be, where they interviewed a little bit over 2,500 of our clients, as well as all of these other companies ranked here in their client base. And as you can see here, ISolved is ranked #1 from a satisfaction standpoint industry-wide. Second year in a row, which is great. And this is taking into consideration our technology, our dedicated client service rep model, and it allows us to maintain also, the model we have in place also allows us to maintain a very, very high client retention rate year after year. That being said, I would like to turn this over to Ashley Hardy. Ashley, like I mentioned earlier, is our senior solutions consultant. She is going to take us through the system. So, Ashley.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and start that screen share, and really just starting off, with the onboarding side of things. Is everyone able to see my screen as well?
Yes.
Perfect. And what's really great about iSolved's onboarding is you can have as many different onboarding templates as you want, all depending on the type of employees that you're hiring. Different templates can have different welcome messages, different documents that they need to acknowledge, or different forms that they need to fill out. And then as an employee is going through the onboarding, they're able to easily complete all of their information, personal information, contact information that will flow directly over to open enrollment. So their beneficiaries' independence, they don't have to double key that information. ISolved has their very own built-in tax engine for all 50 states, so federal, state, and all localities. No matter where that employee is being hired at within the US, will have those appropriate tax forms for them to complete, all wizard driven, so it really walks them through each step. And of course, when it comes to federal reporting, they can do their I-9, which we can definitely link with E-Verify, their self-identification, and ISolved also will do the Work Opportunity Tax Credit, also known as WOTC. That is built directly into onboarding, and depending on how those new hires are answering that questionnaire, that determines whether or not there's a federal credit available, which could be up to $9,600 per employee, and ISolved will do that credit searching and that filing for them. So a really great return on the investment. And then any additional information that needs to be collected about that employee's, could be allergy, favorite charity, shirt size, favorite candy bar for a happy birthday, making it really unique to your clients. And all of this too can be done right from their phone. So no need for a personal computer whatsoever. This can be done right from their smart device. And it's also available in over 84 different languages. And then once that employee is through onboarding, then they're going to have access to their adaptive employee experience. And this is where they're going to be able to access all of their information from their pay history, year-end tax forms, being able to go in and make tax updates. Maybe they got married, they moved, they had a baby, and those withholdings need to change. They can go in and make all of those tax updates, as well as things change for the business as well. So companies need to push out messages for employees to acknowledge. They have, that flexibility. That way an employee can go in and sign off on that new handbook addendum. And of course, this is where they can also go in and enroll in their benefits, as well as being able to view their current benefit election. And then depending on your client's needs as well, we have multiple different options for employees to punch in, punch out. As Mike mentioned, the true hire to retire system with a learning management system, engagement, performance reviews, all the way down to expense management. And if the employee were to ever have a qualifying event, administering COBRA as well. And the beauty of iSolved is we have over 350 standard reports in the system for admins to be able to use. Admins can create their own reports. Where iSolved really excels and takes that reporting to the next level is through our predictive people analytics. And with our predictive people analytics, they can have as many different dashboards as they want that can showcase your clients' information how they need it. Now, especially if your clients do have multiple entities or states, locations, they can drill down on that information as well, making it really unique to them. But this is where they can really compare information. What is their salary benchmarking, where they can see how much are they paying their employees versus what are other industries paying their employees within our state. Maybe we're paying under the mark for our loan officers. We really want to dive into turnover, where we can see what has our 6-month turnover been in the past versus what is a 6-month turnover predicted to be in the future based off of our current turnover trends. We just looked at and we saw that we are paying our loan officer under the mark. Now when we're looking at turnover, we see salary is a huge piece. So clients have the ability to go in and give iSolved targeted numbers for turnover, where then iSolved can utilize AI based off of their turnover trends to give scenarios on how to meet that targeted turnover number. Increasing salary, increasing the cost of benefits on the employer side. Maybe we want to have more of a remote workforce. They have all that right in front of them. Even the ability to go in and start plugging and playing. If they want to give everyone a 10% raise, what does that do for the organization? So they have that data right in front of them. And they can add that to their dashboard. They can have dashboards on a diversity breakdown where they can view new hires by ethnicity, by gender, turnover, or tenure. A dashboard on the payroll analysis to see employer paid benefits, average male versus female salary, average salary by tenure or employee type. So a lot of really great information. And what's nice about this is all of it can actually be exported into a CSV as well. And they can even set up alerts. That way, for example, if they want to be alerted anytime reports per manager were to exceed 5, they're being alerted. So that way current managers aren't being burnt out. And if I created a dashboard and I think Mike would really love it, I can share it to Mike and he can see it on his dropdown. Or I can have this emailed out to Josh on a reoccurring basis. That way he gets it to his inbox so he knows what's going on with the organization. And to really put a cherry on top, we're going to give your clients a virtual assistant that can pull data for them. Hey, Monica, show me my employees by tenure and department bracket. So Monica is going to actually pull that data for me in the system as well, which I just got a notification. There we go.
Commercial bank.
So it's going to break all that data out for me, and I can even export this, or if I don't even feel like talking to my virtual assistant, I can search the system in natural language. But what's great about this as well is if your clients do have some metrics they want to add in that iSolved isn't privy to, like their gross revenue, net revenue, they can add that information themselves to really accelerate the reporting needs, having everything all in one single source system. And with that, Mike, I will pass it back over to you.
Great. Thank you, Ashley. Share my screen again here. Okay, so when it comes to Acrisure clients, we have a very simple, easy to use pricing model. All of our pricing across the organization is set up as per active employee per month. Now, our core bundle incorporates all of the functionality in regards to the HRIS tracking. It incorporates everything payroll related. So tax filings, garnishments, new hire reporting, direct deposit, all the onboarding functionality that I actually touched on when it comes to the WOTC and the E-Verify. The predictive people analytics, as well as our giving and volunteering, where iSolved integrates with over 2 million nonprofit associations that employees can donate, or you can do company incentives and different charity retreats all throughout the system itself. Now, typical book pricing here is $15 per employee per month, which is typically between 15 and 20% less expensive than the majority of our competitors that are out there in the market. Acrisure clients, Acrisure friends, Acrisure's family, you get a discounted rate at $9 per employee per month. So a significant savings on top of already a savings for most competitors. From there, organizations could add on functionality for either open enrollment or time and attendance. Where this is typically $18, this drops down to $11 for Acrisure. And a comprehensive bundle incorporates everything together in one at $13. From here, organizations can add on additional functionality for their applicant tracking and recruiting, or the integration with 401k carriers or medical carriers, integration with accounting suites. It just builds upon it from here. But typically, like I said, most clients will see a significant savings versus their current providers. Once a company comes on board, I think it's very important for you all to understand the implementation process within this. So obviously there's always that fun paperwork that has to get done. It's the nature of the beast, right? But we assign you a dedicated project manager. This project manager is going to be dedicated with their team to oversee not just the conversion, but all of your training, all of the configuration, all of the customization that's going to be available to you. We will then have a kickoff call where it'll be the Acrisure team, it'll be your team as a client, and it'll be our team. And we will schedule and build out a project plan together, because you all have your day-to-day jobs to do as well. We know that. From there, we do what we call a data extraction. This is where we have created another proprietary software that pulls data from the majority of the other payroll systems that are out there and populates it in iSolved within minutes. So therefore, our clients do not have to do any type of loading or balancing or spreadsheets. They can spend the time that they're allocating to the project towards training and customization from there. Once we have that data and it's in the shell, we begin training and configuring it for you. So we do that because as you're seeing a demo, you're seeing names of Tiger Woods and Miley Cyrus. But when we're training you, you're seeing your names, your rates of pay, and we're able to do a lot of trial and error to see what type of look and feel that you want within the system itself. Once we have all the training and configuration done, we'll do another data extraction right when you run your last payroll with your current vendor. We will then take it to our compliance team where they will have 3 sets of eyes that they will load and balance again. They will triple check everything until we go live. From there, you'll run a couple of payrolls with an implementation. You're comfortable, we're comfortable. We will then transition you over to a dedicated client service rep. Typical implementation process can take as low as 15 days. Typically, the majority of our clients are implemented within 60 days. Sometimes it does require going a little bit longer based on the size and complexity or integrations that we have in place for the group. But the majority, our average start time is 43 days across the organization. Okay, and it has functionality in here to have us live up and running within 15 days for basic core functions, all the way to 60 days for the full system itself. So very dedicated process, very compliant driven, very project oriented. So Stephanie, I haven't been able to manage the chat room at all, but have any questions come through it?
Yes. Yep. We have a couple of questions. One of them came through from David. What is the regular cost for the comp bundle?
$21 per employee per month.
Okay. Couple others that we have had before. What's the biggest differentiator between other payroll companies and the Acrisure payroll powered by iSolved?
So the technology for within iSolved is a single system, single database. The multiple platforms that are out there You know, I live in Phoenix, Arizona, where there's 87 different payroll companies just in the city alone, if we Google it. So, you know, you have the bigger systems like ADP that has 4 or 5 different backend databases that make up their system. UKG is made up of 14 different systems. iSolved is that true single database that is 100% configurable to the client. And one of the bigger differentiations is the tax engine is actually built right into the code. No other payroll system out there in the market has that. So it's designed to keep the clients compliant rather than just do payroll.
Okay, thank you. Any particular organizations not a good fit for this program?
You know, we are industry agnostic.
Mhm.
The only thing that we can't do today is international payroll.
Okay.
If any companies that are on this call have employees in other countries, we do integrate very, very well with the numerous third-party international payroll companies. And iSolved does have an open API infrastructure. So we are definitely still have the ability to streamline those processes, but we just can't do the current payroll overseas or in Canada or Mexico. But those employees that are in other countries, they can still use everything and anything within iSolved. So they can clock in and out, they can do their benefits. iSolved comes in 84 different languages. So it's very, very flexible when it comes to that.
Thank you. Another question just came in, Mike. Does your system also process all tax filing regarding payroll processing?
Yes, we take care of all federal, state, and local tax filings, bond taxes in Nevada, for example. It takes it on, and we take on the liability for it as well. So should there ever be an instance where something goes wrong, we take on all penalties, taxes, fees associated with that.
Great. I think that's about it for questions so far. Unless anybody else has any, we can give you all back several minutes to your day. Is there anything else, Mike?
Fairly quickly, quicker than normal.
You did. It was great. It was wonderful. And we appreciate all of the information. It was very educational. So thank you so much.
And I know we didn't get really into a lot of the weeds when it comes to doing the demo part of things for individual organizations. So if an organization would like to schedule a demo, just reach out to Stephanie and the Acrisure team, and they know how to get a hold of us to get that on the calendar for you.
Yes, actually, I was gonna share with everybody how they can get in touch with you through us. But we did have just one other question come in, Mike, if you don't mind answering it.
Of course.
Is there a separate charge for processing payrolls?
No, it's all included.
Okay, good.
So whether you process payroll every week, every day, makes no difference. It's unlimited processing, unlimited everything.
Good. Good.
You want to do payroll every day. I haven't met anybody that wants to do payroll every single day, but if it's something that you do, we could definitely accommodate.
I haven't met anybody that wants to do payroll every day either.
I know. I think Ashley would if she could, but she doesn't have to do payroll. So
Maybe I'm paying myself, I'd do it every day, but
well, just before we let you all go, please reach out to your Acrisure broker in order to get in touch with Mike and team so that we can either set up a more detailed demonstration for you, or if you're interested in learning more about setting up the system for yourselves. Thank you all very much for joining. We appreciate it. Mike, Ashley, Josh, thank you very much for your time. And we hope everybody has a great day.
thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye now.